Boy, when it rains, it pours in these announcements out of the White House. We're just learning right now that the president has directed his administration to make preparations, for at least 10,000 of those Syrian refugees next year. I don't know what preparations means, whether we would take those 10,000 in to this country as asylum seekers. Remember, the earlier figure was maybe about 500. This comes as Germany has committed itself to 500,000 refugees. And I think that was per year. There are going to be about 5.5 million when all is said and done. They're leaving war-torn Syria and other parts. The problem in the United States has been identifying who are the good guys and who are the bad guys. But the White House apparently believes that this will show a significant scaling up of a U.S. commitment to accept these refugees and to provide for their basic needs. Well, Grand Chess Master and one of the most respected international minds I know, Garry Kasparov, says this is a problem of the administration's making. We wouldn't have all these millions of Syrian refugees seeking asylum if not for the president's missteps. Garry, good to see you.
Thanks for inviting me.
Explain that.
Yeah. It's actually an amazing slip of a tongue that is like a Freudian mistake you made a minute ago. Reparations paid after you lost war. And this is one of the greatest failure of U.S. foreign policy, and probably it's exactly reparations. And we know that the ounce of cure is worth more than ounce of prevention is worth more than a pound of cure. And Obama had the chance 4 years ago to help relatively moderate Syrian rebels to topple Assad, removing America from all the hotspots on the planet.
Well, were those same rebels modern-day ISIS?
Look, it's ISIS. No, I doubt very much, because it's things. Traditionally, it's like they're scaling down, so getting worse and worse and worse. If America is not there, somebody else will be there. In a modern world, in globalized world, you can't expect to create a vacuum and this vacuum to stay for long.
Garry, would you take in these refugees? Do you think countries should?
Look, I think I don't know. I mean, right now, we're facing a major problem.
Yes.
Germany says yes.
France is skittish. Denmark says no.
I don't think that you can expect Europe or America to host all these refugees. This is not about 10, 20,000, not even about a few 100,000. We will be talking about millions.
And millions more in a region if it all folds.
Exactly. So there's no way to stop this crisis from happening unless there is a political will to go after the cause of the problem. You have ISIS on the rampage. You have Iran openly supporting terrorism. They're not even hiding anymore. They keep talking about supporting Hamas, Hezbollah, Assad, and now...
How do we know that this isn't like a modern-day Cuban boat people fiasco? A few decades ago, Jimmy Carter, that there were a lot of genuine people who needed asylum and help. But we also know that Fidel Castro at the time was just emptying his jails and mental hospitals.
It's not emptying their jails. I think this is an interest of Iran, of Bashar al-Assad, and of course it's Putin's interest. It's not by accident that suddenly Putin discovered big interest of building a military base.
How did this turn into an influx of millions?
No, because if they keep destroying the region, there will be millions of refugees.
Well, you see my point. It starts with Syria, and many more follow.
But you have to try to fix the region, and
you argue it's too late.
No, look, it's much worse than 4 years ago. But if we do nothing now, 4 months from now will be worse than today. It's always sliding, It's
so they're seizing on this vacuum, right? I mean, you were arguing that about Putin and what he has been doing.
Absolutely.
Certainly, he's a saber rattling in Syria. What was there? Was a sub off the coast of Georgia, like the state of Georgia. China with the 5 ships off the Alaskan coast.
Yeah,
what is going on?
No, it's going on that the policy of this administration, as Obama, by the way, declared in 2008, was and still is to remove America, from the global stage. So Obama believes that America is a malignant force in the world, and less American influence means safer world.
Gary. They were war-weary and tired of getting involved in conflict.
But if somebody wants, to seize America being a world policeman, it doesn't mean that, it will be, total safety and there will be no criminals. The vacuum created by the lack of American presence is filled by all the stocks.
Where are all the good guys then? Where's France? Where is Germany filling this void?
traditionally America was a leader of the free world, and since America turned to be,
we're broke.
It's not broke. It's a lack of political will. I mean, it's just, let's go back to the 70s. You know, when Carter was the president, people kept talking about America being broke and Soviet Union too powerful. It took Ronald Reagan to change the equation. You know, complaining about American weakness and about the strengths of the opposition, and it's too late, and maybe we could do something earlier. And those who are preaching, you know, American intervention, they're warmongers. How can you call us warmongers if there is a war already? Actually, many wars.
Yeah.
It's all
well,
happening.
Maybe that will change with President Trump. What do you think? Come on, you little chess rascal, you. What do you think?
Now, I hope that the GOP will have a serious debate about foreign policy.
But if he's the guy, how would he handle this? How do you think he'd handle it?
From what I heard, you know, Trump president doesn't give me any comfort. From what I heard so far, it seems to me that
he sounds like a Trump hater.
No, I believe the problems are complex. They are complex. You know, they require a strategical thinking. It's like a global vision, and they cannot be solved, you know, with one or two bankruptcies.
Ooh, oh no, you didn't. I can't believe that, Garry Kasparov. You speak your mind. You speak it very well, very eloquently, and I hear you're pretty good at chess. Which is
I
nice.
Was, yes.
Yeah, you were, yeah,
yes,
I bet. Yeah.
But in chess we have rules. Unfortunately, here, you know, the rules are being dictated by our opponents.
I love that. That was a way to just sort of... You have to identify the pieces on the chess next time we're there. Yes. Garry Kasparov, he calls them like he sees them.